The cast of Friday, then versus now. What happened to the unforgettable cast of Friday? It's been 3 decades since this cult classic dropped in 1995, and the actors who made it iconic have walked some wildly different paths, some legendary, some heartbreaking. From breakout roles to final goodbyes, this video is your all-access pass to where they are in 2025, what they look like today, and what's changed along the way. So grab a seat on the porch, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, because every click helps us bring you more nostalgic throwbacks. Ready? Let's revisit the hood where it all began. Ice Cube, Craig Jones. Craig was the everyman. Laid off, living at home, stuck in a cycle, but always sharp-witted, level-headed, and loyal. He didn't go looking for trouble, but when it showed up, Craig handled his business. Behind the character was O'Shea Jackson Sr., better known as Ice Cube. Already a hip-hop legend from his days in NWA, Friday showed the world his comedic chops and acting range. He wasn't just a rapper turned actor. He was a storyteller. Since then, Cube's empire has exploded. From barbershop to Straight Outta Compton to creating the Big Three basketball league, his hustle never stopped. He also stayed committed to music, often returning with socially charged albums that kept his streetwise edge alive. In 1995, he was just 26. In 2025, Ice Cube is 55 and still calling the shots on and off screen. Nia Long, Debbie. Debbie was more than Craig's love interest. She was confident, real, and grounded in a neighborhood full of chaos. Nia Long brought charm and quiet strength to the screen, making Debbie unforgettable. Long was already making waves in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Boys in the Hood before Friday. And after? She only went up. From Big Mama's House to The Best Man, the final chapters, Nia's work has remained consistent and beloved. Even with personal challenges, like the end of her 13-year relationship with Amy Udoka in 2022, she's continued to shine. At 54 years old in 2025, Nia Long remains a timeless beauty and an acting powerhouse. Tommy Tiny Lister Jr., Debo. If you heard the bike chain jingling, it was already too late. Debo didn't ask, he took. The neighborhood menace with a scowl that could stop time, Debo was both terrifying and unforgettable. Tommy Lister Jr. wasn't your average actor. Standing over 6 feet 5 inches, the former pro wrestler turned actor was the perfect casting choice. He brought pure intimidation to the screen, and surprisingly, a lot of heart behind the scenes. Lister reprised his role in Next Friday, appeared in The Fifth Element, and even shared screen time again with Chris Tucker in Jackie Brown. Tragically, he passed away in 2020 from heart-related issues. He was 62. But in every throwback meme or viral clip, Debo lives on. John Witherspoon, Mr. Jones. Boy, I smelled your... You know the rest. Craig's dad was the loud, loving, no-filter father who delivered life lessons straight from the bathroom. John Witherspoon played him to perfection. Witherspoon was already a legend before Friday, with credits in Hollywood Shuffle, Boomerang, and the Wayans Brothers. Afterward, he voiced Granddad in The Boondocks and kept making audiences laugh until his final days. He passed away in 2019 at the age of 77, but his legacy of laughter still echoes through every punchline. Mr. Jones wasn't just Craig's dad, he was everyone's dad. Anna Maria Horsford, Mrs. Jones, the calm amidst the storm. Mrs. Jones kept the household grounded with warmth, strength, and a mother's intuition. Anna Maria Horsford brought authenticity to the role that every viewer could feel. A veteran actress, Horsford had already starred in Amen, Guiding Light, and St. Elmo's Fire. Post-Friday, she continued working in film and television, earning 2 Daytime Emmy nominations for The Bold and the Beautiful. Now 75 in 2025, she's still acting, most recently taking on a lead role in the series 1266, proving some legends never slow down. Regina King, Dana Jones. Craig's sister Dana didn't hold back. Always ready with a comeback, she added spice to every scene she entered. Regina King turned what could have been a background role into a standout performance. King had already been seen in 227 and Boys in the Hood, but Friday was a stepping stone toward greatness. She's since earned multiple Emmy Awards, a Golden Globe, and even an Oscar for If Beale Street Could Talk. Her voice work on The Boondocks and directorial work on One Night in Miami only added to her legacy. In 2022, she suffered a devastating loss when her son passed away. But in 2025, at 54, she continues to inspire as an actress, director, and resilient human being. Paula Parker. Joy was a lot. Loud, jealous, controlling, and hilarious. Her confrontations with Craig are etched into comedy history, thanks to Paula Parker's fearless performance. Parker has since carved out a steady career in both indie and mainstream projects, including Hustle and Flow, Ray and the Proud Family, where she voiced the iconic Trudy Proud. Now 54, she remains a standout character actress, embracing bold, unconventional roles that reflect her unique talent and vibrant personality. Faison Love, Big Worm, selling ice cream, and running the streets. Big Worm was all business, and Faison Love made him both funny and formidable. Though he only earned $2,500 for his role in Friday, Faison gained national attention. He later starred in Elf, Couples Retreat, and Money Talks, often stealing scenes with his booming voice and comedic timing. At 56, Faison remains active in stand-up and film, recently launching his own travel comedy series. From curls to comedy, Big Worm's legacy is still growing. DJ Pooh, Red. You knew Red was in trouble the moment he stepped outside. Getting punked by Debo and crying to his mama turned DJ Pooh's character into a fan favorite. Off-screen, Pooh is a creative force. He co-wrote Friday, directed The Wash, and helped shape the legendary Grand Theft Auto San Andreas video game. He's now 55 in 2025 and still behind the scenes making hits, proving that even small roles can lead to big futures. Bernie Mac, Pastor Clever. One of the funniest cameos in the film belonged to Bernie Mac. Dressed like a disco ball and dropping outrageous one-liners, Pastor Clever stole his scenes with pure charisma. Already a rising star in comedy, Mac's career exploded after Friday. He headlined The Bernie Mac Show, joined the Ocean's 11 crew, and built a career that made him one of the most beloved comedians of his era. He died far too young in 2008 at age 50, but Bernie's voice, timing, and energy remain unmatched. Michael Clark Duncan, craps player, uncredited. Did you spot him? Before his Oscar-nominated role in The Green Mile, Michael Clark Duncan appeared in Friday as a background extra during the infamous Dice game. He went from uncredited roles to starring in blockbusters like Armageddon, Sin City, and Daredevil. Off-screen, he was known for his kindness and humility. He passed away in 2012 at 54, but his legacy is that of a gentle giant who became a Hollywood icon. Chris Tucker, Smokey. And finally, Smokey. Loud, hilarious, unpredictable, and always high. Smokey defined the tone of Friday. Chris Tucker's lightning-fast delivery made him a household name. Tucker didn't return for the sequels, turning down millions to stay true to his religious beliefs. But he didn't disappear. He crushed it in the Rush Hour trilogy, starred in The Fifth Element, and even dipped into drama with Silver Linings Playbook and Air. Now 53 in 2025, Tucker is a legend whose influence in comedy and film still runs deep. The Friday cast gave us characters we'll never forget, and behind every joke and scene was an artist with a real story. Some are still making magic, others have left us too soon, but they all helped create a film that still makes us laugh, quote, and reminisce decades later. If you loved this trip down memory lane, hit that like button, drop a Rip Debo or Smokey Forever in the comments, and subscribe for more iconic cast transformations. Until next time, stay legendary.